What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Down South Adventures. Now, if you've watched the channel for any time, you'll know it's been like a year exactly since we've been on the trail overlanding, and I'm going stir crazy. But because of my back, I can't crawl in this thing to sleep. But we've got something special to show you, and we're going to be taking on the S.C.A.R. Stay tuned. It is the first time we have ever been able to head out on an overlanding trip with the pup Loki. He's not very much a pup, so we'll see how this goes. I hope it's not a nightmare because this guy is a Tasmanian devil. He's uncontrollable, but it's all love. It's all love. We are finally on some dirt. So where are we, babe?
We are on Pinnacle Mountain Road, which is in the northwestern part of South Carolina, real close to the Georgia-North Carolina state lines.
The little goat doing well back there. We had to pull it up some pretty steep hills and a lot of little switchbacks.
I don't even know it's back there.
Nice.
When I brake, I don't know it's back there. Switching lanes, it doesn't bother me. I don't know it's back there. So, I mean, there's been several times I look in my rearview mirror thinking somebody's riding my butt. And I'm like, oh, who's riding my butt? And I'm like, oh.
Oh, I'm towing a camper.
I'm towing a camper. That's my fault. Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still have so much visibility with this little thing behind you. I can still see the full front of Drew's truck. It's just such good visibility, even on these little dirt roads. It is about 7:07. We are trying to find camp. It looks like we may end up setting this thing up in the dark, but babe, where are we now?
So we're in the Burles Ford area, and there is supposed to be a primitive campground nearby. So that's what we're shooting for, is the Burles Ford campground. You don't have to make reservations or anything. It's first come, first serve, dispersed camping. So those always make me a little bit nervous, especially as we're getting close to dark.
Yeah.
Because you don't know
If it's full.
if there's going to be space. So fingers crossed that there's room for us, and that it's a good camp spot.
Burles Ford campground. So that campground was a no-go. They have it blocked, so you can't get down to the campsites. So now we're just driving around, seeing what we can find. We have got a timber rattler. Can you pull up just a little bit, babe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but they're little bitty. So these guys are endangered in North Carolina. So when you see one, they actually like you to report them so that they know where they're at. Finding camp before dark was just not in the cards. So this is a 100-year-old monster laying down. I don't think in my current condition that we're gonna get this thing out of the way, and I damn sure don't think that you want to sit there and do that, do you, Drew? We're gonna turn around, folks. It's been a year since we've overlanded. We miss it so much because it's so fun, we said. It's just so fun. Guys, it's not even just raining. This is like Hurricane Debbie rain. You see how much better the fog lights felt than the white light? Oh man, so that's why you don't use white light in fog. And we're super thankful to have the new knob sight fog lights. This is crazy, guys. This is not how I wanted to jump back into overlanding. Just in case you're wondering, we're still plugging right along. It is 9:12, so not how we wanted to set up the tent for the first time, but this is where we are. So we are set up. It is like 10:15. You can see we've got the kitchen table out. We've got separate beds right now. That's probably how we're gonna sleep, just in case this rain keeps up all night. The pop-up saved us because it is still raining very hard. Man, those potatoes look good, Drew. So what are we having tonight, babe?
We're having ribeyes.
So if you don't know, we are on a strict carnivore diet right now. So our dinner will be 1 ribeye a piece. Look at that focus, that laser focus of Loki with the steak. Just that came off. So this is something that we couldn't have done in the Jeep. We got Drew in here, they're in here, I'm in here. Still raining outside. We would have been normally cocooned up in the Jeep, which is typically fine. We find ways to entertain ourselves. But this is gonna be pretty easy to get used to. Loki's little feeding station is under the table. It was dark last night when we got here, so you didn't get to see our camp. So we got Drew here with his rooftop tent. Luckily, he had a pop-up. That pop-up kept most of our stuff dry all night because it was a torrential downpour. The G.O.A.T slept great. You could hear the rain on the tent all night, so that was kind of nice. Super cool to be able to cuddle with the pup and sit there and eat dinner all together out of the rain.
Making some eggs and some sausage.
Creole
brew.
We're gonna try to find an early campsite so we can enjoy this camper.
Yeah, I didn't really get to
instead of
enjoy it. It was very
setting up at midnight. Instead of setting up at midnight in the rain.
In the rain. So.
We are broken down. You can see we've caught a little bit of mud. At the end of the day, I don't think I was really ready for this. But I will say that the trailer made it bearable last night. But I think the miles in the Jeep are just too much right now. We're gonna try to do not a whole lot of miles today just because my back needs a rest. So hopefully we can find a decent camp early and get to really enjoy hanging out in the trailer versus driving all day.
Y'all, I have to say, still to this day, my favorite piece of overlanding gear is hands down my camp bathroom.
Your Overland Outfitters
camp cabinet.
Camp cabinet.
Yeah.
Still your favorite thing?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have it hanging right now. I'm using a mirror out here just because the light's better. But that will hang on our door, and normally that's where I get ready, and I don't have to worry about holding on to anything. But I mean, it's got all of mine and Jeremy's stuff in it. So what I can't wait for is next week we get a Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion.
You're gonna buy something new?
And well, you know, we've bought something new each time that we've gone to Jeep Invasion. You know, we have these pockets. I actually bought that just off the website, but we bought these pockets. We've got the pockets in the rear. You know, the camp kitchen or the camp cabinet was our first thing. So I can't wait to go and find another piece while we're there.
I'm sure they've got something new.
And hopefully they've got something cool and new that will help us outfit our Jeep. But there's not a single piece of Overland Outfitter stuff that we don't use.
Yeah, for sure.
We use every single piece. And it's such high quality too. And just, you know, they didn't pay us to say that. Don't pay us to do any of that. We just love it so much. We are actually on the Tri-State S.C.A.R alternate trail. That's where we are. Last night our camp, I was aiming for Ammon's Branch Campground, but fortunately we found a pull-off a little while back from Ammon's Branch. Now we're heading
at like 10:20. My bedtime's 9:20.
It was after midnight.
Yeah.
Of course, y'all seen that. So yeah, so that's where we are. Today we are going to try to find some scenic trails. I actually did, I was proactive for tonight's camp, and if we absolutely have to, I've reserved a camp. I think it's called Brick House Horse Camp or something of that nature. It's in the middle part of the state. So we don't know. We've already paid for that. It's only $5. So if you ever are out on the S.C.A.R, look for that camp and go ahead and reserve it as a backup, as an emergency in case you need it. Like I said, it's only $5. I think you can do it on recreation.gov. Real super simple. And then we have that spot guaranteed no matter what happens tonight. So we're gonna kind of get out and see hopefully some scenic stuff. Hit some more of the S.C.A.R.
Typically when you're towing this camper, you can't tell it's back there, but we are going on some steep inclines and some very curvy switchbacks, and Kim is killing it with the little trailer. It's just so easy to pull, and I don't know if you can see in the mirror, but basically the width of the camper is about 3 inches narrower than the Jeep. So as you're towing this thing, if the Jeep's good, you know the camper's good. So it just makes it a lot easier. It's about 224. We've had some really scenic driving today. Mostly pavement, great neighborhoods, a lot of wildlife, deer, things like that. So it's just a really pretty area. Now we're actually heading to Sassafras Mountain, and it's supposed to be pretty scenic. So we're just gonna check that out. And then hopefully we're gonna find camp expeditiously. We are walking up to Sassafras Mountain, but it's supposed to be the highest peak in South Carolina. So we'll try to give you a little look around. Go ahead. It's a long walk, guys. Well, for me it was.
What you got going on?
I am changing out my battery in my Active Storm. I am dead. So it's just like a little pager. Pop a battery out, pop a battery in. Easy peasy. Don't even know I'm wearing it. We just went up to the top of Sassafras. Hope you enjoyed that footage where you could see some North Carolina and South Carolina mountains. We are stopping to have some lunch. What are we having? So we
have some YU beef patties that I fried up this morning. We also have some hard cheese. And then if we're feeling really snacky, we got some hot and spicy pork rinds.
So what she means to say, meat cookies. We're eating meat cookies. We are back on some dirt. We are actually on Pasture Road. And I'll be honest, we're here because our buddy Matt Brody, if you watch Simply Must Go, he came in clutch, I hope, with some potential good campsites for tonight that we can get to pretty early and actually enjoy this trailer, and I can rest my back. But so we'll just see what happens. From the looks of the map, this is gonna be a curvy ass little stretch of dirt road. So we'll see if the trailer can handle it. I think it's gonna be fine. You want to see what happens anytime his mom gets out of the car? Just wait. He's not going to do it because I turned the camera on. But he screams like a banshee. I mean, a banshee, constantly. It sounds like we are dragging him across the pavement and it's ripping his flesh off. And I can't believe that as soon as I started recording, he stopped. You're a punk, Loki. You're a punk. I'm gonna keep recording. We're gonna get this on camera. The world's gonna know what a dick you are. They're gonna know. Oh, and now you're being adorable. So all of YouTube's gonna think I'm a dick and you're cute. It's not the truth, guys. He's a dick. Oh, and now you're looking cute. So right off the S.C.A.R, you see this nice little waterfall. You gonna get in the water, Loki boy?
Come on. Hey.
So Loki is terrified of water. He is not a good creek dog at all. That is gorgeous.
Come on, Dad. Yeah.
He's like, no, Mom. No, Mom.
Come here. Go.
Yeah. There you go. Look at you. Breaking boundaries, folks. Breaking fear boundaries.
All right, I'm done.
Let me get
Like,
out.
I'm done.
Let me get out.
I love water, and I get a dog that hates water.
The brakes, man. Them's the brakes. Is it cold?
Feels amazing.
Actually, I know the answer to that. Never mind. Guys, seriously, Pasture Road is a beautiful drive. This forest is phenomenal. If you are coming to do the S.C.A.R, definitely jump on Pasture Road. It's been a very fun road to travel. So it's been beautiful all day, but now that we're at camp, what's it doing, babe?
It's raining.
Raining.
And they're calling for severe thunderstorms with hail and wind.
So we're gonna try to put Drew right here.
There you go. There you go.
I'm over here transferring GoPro footage in the rain. Drew, what are you cooking?
Steak and taters.
Steak and taters. Baby, what you cooking?
Ribeye.
Ribeye, big pieces of meat.
Chunks of beef.
Chunks of beef. If you watched our sweet little time lapse, that setup only took us 12 minutes. So why that's amazing is that was only our third time setting it up. So 12 minutes, pretty quick.
This is not for you, see?
Kim is getting the bed ready. We're gonna take Loki on a walk, and this is our first time using the waylight. So Drew, let's see that real quick. So you can see that it shines a flashlight onto the ground, but it also lights up this whole orb so that you can use just the flashlight on the ground, or you can light up that whole orb. And it's an extendable walking stick. So you can use this thing to skewer marshmallows. You can stick it in the ground. It's collapsible. So, see that there? So yeah. And we're gonna use it for a walking stick, and it looks like it's gonna work. Because, go ahead, Drew, let's light the way. Yeah, that is awesome. So I've gotta be honest. This is our first night sleeping with the king and a half bed.
Together.
I mean, tons of leg room. Puppy over there under the cover. It's pretty nice.
It's pretty awesome.
We got a fan blowing down at the bottom, so my berries are getting, you know, nice and aerated. This is living. All right. Good night, guys. It's our last morning. We're going home today. Babe, what did you think about sleeping in it as the king and a half bed?
It's pretty nice. It's nice to be able to bring Loki. It's nice to be able to have plenty of room to spread out.
It's so big in here when it's all spread out, guys. It's huge. Can definitely get used to it.
It's nice to have a place to hang out if it's raining, which we've experienced.
Yeah, which this whole trip has been hanging out in the rain. So I love it. I think it's not even hard to set up.
No, it's not hard to set up. It's very easy to haul. I haven't had any trouble hauling it. I thought that I would be real nervous about it, but I mean, wherever the Jeep goes, it goes. So I haven't had any trouble with that. So yeah.
I think it's Loki approved. He loved the windows. All right, you want to switch out? I got ready. It's your turn.
All right, so we're gonna put on Jeremy's ActiStim bone growth stimulator. And it's real easy to do even out here camping and all the dust and dirt and grime. So they send you these little pads. And these pads are not alcohol pads, actually. They're it contains a sticky substance that helps make the probe stick a little bit better and adhere to the skin a little bit better. And then we have the two probes. And you'll just pop those on both sides of the incision. And then the shower covers. Clearly we're not getting in the shower, but these really help with us doing so much outdoor stuff, and with him being so sweaty, it just really helps to make the probe stick while we're being so active.
What she wanted to say is I'm a big sweaty monster.
We'll plug those right on in, and he is good to go.
And then all I gotta do is slide my battery in. Tells me it's working. And then I just throw it in my pocket, so it's like a pager. If you remember pagers, if you're that old. I don't know. Got plenty of room, plenty of room. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Stop, stop. Now you come this way. That is our first overlanding trip in 1 year. And I'm gonna be honest, I almost went home yesterday. Matt Brody, like I said, from Simply Must Go, came in clutch with a campsite because I couldn't ride any further than we had ridden. I needed out, I needed at camp, I needed to be able to rest. So thanks to Matt Brody for that. And babe, at the end of the day, yesterday was awesome. It was so fun. It felt wonderful to be normal again. and act like a normal human. So what did you think of everything with the trailer, the trip?
I was very skeptical at first taking a trailer, but once we started into the trip, it all came really, really easily. Hauling it was super easy. Setting up was very easy, even in the pouring rain. That Friday night where it was pouring rain and we were all very frustrated. I'd had some issues backing up on the trail because we had a very tight situation. So, you know, it was a little frustrating at first, but, you know, I just kind of grinned and bared it, and, you know, it all came way easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Even though this loud bastard wants to be a loud bastard.
He's a crier. Anytime he sees someone new, he thinks he should meet them.
It's been awesome to have the trailer so that we can take him. You know, he is extremely excited. He doesn't ever get to go anywhere or do anything, so it's really cool to be able to take the whole family. Yeah. And yeah, I'm very impressed with how easy the trailer is to set up.
So I do want to say a big shout out to SylvanSport. If they hadn't let us try out this trailer, who knows, it's probably going to be another year before I'll be able to get out on the trail. So a big thanks to those guys for letting us try this trailer. And I do think that that is something that we could get used to and definitely enjoy as a family. All right, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.